Hello and welcome to another episode of Street Pundits. Today we'll have more content for you. So I got a couple of the boys with me. I got a couple of the men them. I'm going to start with you, Adrian. How are you today, mate?
Yeah, I'm not bad. Back again. I'm ready for the Bundesliga. I'm gassed. A little bit of football is what's needed. Lift the nation, as they say. So I'm ready for that.
Yeah, Ben, you there?
Yeah. Same as Adrian. I'm gassed. Obviously, got my Bayern Munich top on. I'm just ready as well. Ready for football to come back. So yeah, I'm here still.
Cool. We just got Real here with us. How you doing, Real?
I'm all good, bro. In quarantine, you know. Waiting for football to come.
Yeah, man. Joe, how are you? How you doing, quarantine?
All good. A bit of training today. Keep the mind at ease. Bit of training, keeping sharp, and waiting for the Bundesliga to come back this weekend.
Cool. And last but not least, I got you, Ty. How are you?
Yeah, I'm sweet, man. I'm sweet. I enjoyed the last episode as well. It was always good vibes, just like the last one. Hope to keep up just like this week.
Yeah, man. Definitely. We're gonna come with another. So we got a segment that we started last week. That we introduced where Ben's got his player of the week. So we'll head over to you, Ben. Who's your player of the week for us?
Okay, this week, sticking to the Bundesliga, I got another creative midfielder, Amin Hayat. Plays for Schalke. Plays in the attacking mid role as well. He's got 7 goals in the competition, 7 assists. In the Bundesliga, most dribbles completed, most take-ons completed, and he's the most fouled. So that's how you know he's a really exciting player. I was watching a lot of his clips. He just reminds me of like a Philip Coutinho, like quick on his 3 turns, everything. He's got a shot on him. Just watch out for him, as like I done with last week. So very exciting player. Watch out for him.
We definitely will watch out from that player. So Amiri Harit, that's one of the ones on Football Manager that he always comes up as like a wonder kid or whatever. Always comes out that Harit. Ben, what did you say his best position was? Best position?
I think attacking mid still, number 10.
Okay.
But he does play on the left mid. Plays left mid sometimes, left wing. So yeah, but I think attacking mid is the best role.
Okay, so yeah, cool, no problem. We'll put the lights on him for this week, and we'll see what he's about. But yeah, so as we've been saying, football's back. Football makes its return. One of the first big leagues to come back. The German league is back on Saturday, so I know everyone's looking forward to it. So I'm just gonna read out the fixtures for you guys. So bear with me as I get up. So I know the first game back on Saturday, so Saturday 16th, 2:30 we got Borussia Dortmund versus Schalke. We got FC Augsburg versus Wolfsburg. We got Dusseldorf versus Paderborn. Hoffenheim versus Hertha Berlin. We got RB Leipzig versus Freiburg. Frankfurt versus Borussia Mönchengladbach. That's on the Saturday. Then on the Sunday, we got Colgane, I think. Colgane. I'm not sure. Excuse my pronunciation. Versus Mainz. How do you say it, Rio?
Cologne.
Oh, Cologne.
Cologne.
My bad. So we got FC Union, I think Berlin versus Bayern Munich. That's on the Saturday. That's at 5:00. And then the last game of the weekend we got on Monday, which is Werder Bremen versus Leverkusen. So I'll come to you, Joe. What game are you most looking forward to out of them fixtures?
I think the Schalke Dortmund one, just for the reason it's a local derby as well, and I think Dortmund are one of the most exciting teams to watch in the Bundesliga with the 3-4-3 format as well. I want to see how that. I've only watched them in the Champions League, to be honest. And when I've seen them in the Champions League, they've looked really good on paper. I know they got PSG last round, but the games they just missed their chances. But the 3-4-3 formation and also the local derby as well. The fact that it's a local derby, it'd be interesting with no crowd to see how a local derby affects the players and see if their performance improves or it it's not as good as what it was. So yeah.
Yeah, I do think that that's true. You can raise up a good point about with a local derby and there being no crowd and seeing what the atmosphere is going to be like and the passion and see what it's still going to be like. I'll come to you, Adrian. What players are you most looking forward to watching this week? What players you got the spot? What the spot? Who you putting the spotlights on?
The spotlights. I'm putting the spotlights on players such as Sancho and Werner, players that have been linked with big money moves out there, as well as Havertz. He's another player that I'll be watching because these players aren't just getting these links out of the blue. They've been touted for a little while that they're going to make big moves. So I want to see how they play for the next few games till the end of the season, see how if they have progressed from what's happened before. But I think those are the few players, Timo Werner, Sancho, the really exciting players that I'll be taking a watch for.
Okay, I'll come to you, Rio. So just basically, obviously it's for Arsenal. What two players would you want to sign from the Bundesliga if you could sign? Say I'm giving you was the manager or you was the technical director, and you just what do Arsenal? Who would you sign?
Right now, I'd have to take Upamecano from Leipzig.
I did it.
All playing centre back next up right now, doing his thing in the league and the Champions League. I'd definitely take him, and I'd probably, you know what, just for security right now, because Aubameyang looks like he's leaving. I wouldn't mind picking up Lewandowski for a year or two before he retires. You know, proven goal scorer. You know, I'll take right now, really and truly.
Yeah, definitely. Lewandowski's a top elite striker. I guess one can dream, innit, Rio? Eh?
Rose.
I'll go for two completely different players, but if this was a manager, like you said, and I had, I don't know, like 500 mil on my budget.
I think you're going to need that, mate. Ty, I'll come to you. What two players would you sign for Tottenham? Obviously, try and not pick the same one Rio's picked, obviously.
Yeah, of course. I don't even think we need a new centre back. I'd say Sanchez is good enough. Alderweireld is good enough. So I'd say, I'd take, even though I can count Coutinho in it because he's not gone back yet, innit? He's still there, right?
Yeah, well.
Yeah, because we were meant to get him in the summer anyway. So I say Coutinho. That's not funny, but Coutinho. Where am I gonna go?
You've got to take Hakimi. You guys need.
You know what? I was gonna say Alfonso, but then I'm thinking I want Session Young to develop. I reckon he can secure that. So I'll definitely go. Yeah, like Adrian said, Hakimi. We need a right back so bad. Because Aurier, who else is there? Kyle Walker-Peters. Kyle Walker-Peters is on loan at the moment, but I don't think they're world-class potential. Do you know what I mean? Like Rio said, Upamecano, Lewandowski, they're world-class talent in the Bundesliga, innit? If you're gonna take someone, you want world-class potential. Hakimi, probably the next best right back in the world. So I'll definitely take him.
Above Trent.
Huh?
Above Trent.
100, I'll take him over Trent. 100, I'll take him over Trent. He can defend. You know what I mean?
Can he? Dortmund that ship like 10 goals a game. Interesting.
Oh, come on, man. That's because they're up and down. They're different,
what?
Man. Listen. Do you know what?
That's it, up and down.
Hear this. Now, before we go through with that, don't forget who Trent has got behind him. Do you know what I mean? Trent has got Van Dijk, Alisson, Robertson on the other side. He's got, Gomez, Matip, all top-class defenders. Do you know what I mean? Hummels is like 48.
What's going on?
The boys on that leg.
48, you know.
Nah, come on, man. You know, Hummels ain't the same player he used to be. That's why I buy and let him go. Do you know what I mean?
And Boateng.
And Boateng. Obviously, it's an exaggeration, but
Yeah, I get you. Hey, definitely. I'll come to you, Ben. What players are you looking forward to watching? What players yeah, that you know that excite you, that like necessarily someone's that like also we know about like your Lewandowski's, your Gnabry's and stuff like that we've seen in Champions League and stuff like that. Or, like what players you think like you haven't actually watched 90 minutes and yeah, man's actually looking forward to watching them.
I'm looking at Leon Bailey. Like I haven't actually watched the 90 minutes.
Yeah, the forgotten kid.
Like, I want to see how he does. Still, I've seen loads of highlights of him. Like he's quick, he's rapid, he's got a shot in him. But I want to see a full 90 how he does. And just thinking about it, the two strikers from I'm gonna struggle with the pronunciation. Mönchengladbach.
Oh, Mönchengladbach, yeah.
Yeah, them two strikers, Thuram and I forgot the other guy's name. Them
Play. Is it Play?
Pele, yeah, the French guy.
Merkin as well. So I want to see how them two play. To be fair, so yeah, them three guys are really excited. I want to see how they all do. To be fair, yeah.
Yeah, it's true, definitely. I think in terms of what players that like I'm looking forward to, I'm definitely looking forward to I think Letspeg as well. I'm interested to see how Letspeg play, and just obviously we've heard a lot about Julian Nagelsmann of how he's like a new up and coming manager and how like he plays, and just to see how their system is, and seeing players like Ben's player of the week last week, like in Nkunku. Obviously, I'm a Liverpool fan, so I want to see how Werner plays, because I think the last time I see Werner versus Tottenham, it was pretty exciting, pretty good, but I think he's quick and he likes to play on the shoulder, and if he's got a lot of space, that's where you're in trouble with him. But I'm not sure about like just in terms of like his finishing and just how he plays, and I just want to see him full 90 minutes. And like also with the German league, I think it's quite a different league because everyone over there is just obsessed with pressing. Like they just love it. They love pressing. Like that is what every manager does it. They all do it. Like they just love pressing. So I think that leads to games where like first game is quite tight. Like the teams, they will press each other, like it's all action. Then second half, a lot of teams get tired. And I think that's where like the quality shows. So teams like Bayern, teams like Dortmund are able to pick off like lower league teams quite easily because they're tired of like pressing, and look, obviously quality shows when you're tired and that. So it's definitely a high scoring league, and just like, and also players like Hakimi, Alphonso Davies, like we mentioned, like just in terms of how they play as from fullbacks, like these are fullbacks that were like they transition and they're like unbelievable in transition. Like in terms of getting from the first part of the pitch to the last part, so getting from phase 1 to phase 3, like they do that at like the mad speeds. Like they go from up and down the pitch so quickly. Like a counter attack, and you got Hakimi, forget about it. Like Davis, forget about it. Like I think they focus on their fullbacks getting up and forward, like down the pitch, like quickly, and just supporting the attack, and just I think it's quite a different league to the Premier League, but we'll also see like just how it is really. But yeah, man, I'm definitely excited for the Bundesliga. I think the next episode we'll try and review the scores and just like talk about opinions on it. And yeah, man, anyone else got any other points to raise about the Bundesliga?
Good. Just excited to get it going.
Definitely. Starting to balance out a bit as well with Leipzig. Leipzig were challenging Bayern a bit more. Dortmund are challenging Bayern a bit more. So Bayern ain't the front horse in the front horse no more. They ain't the main. They ain't just guaranteed to win it just like how they were before. Do you know what I mean? It's a bit more entertaining. So that's some good football to watch while everyone's inside. You know, I'm definitely.
And Adrian, just coming to you. If like say, obviously you guys have been linked with Sancho quite a lot. If Sancho was to have like a bad like couple of games, especially with like obviously everyone's gonna be watching Bundesliga. The lights are gonna be on it, all that stuff. So just in terms of, if he has a bad couple of games, what does that mean? Would you guys still want him? Would you like, or would you cool down?
I think the problem is a lot of people now have come to the point of putting everyone on the Ronaldo and Messi pedestal where you have to play 9 out of 10 every game, and that's literally, it's impossible. Them two are the only two players in world football, I say, that will keep going like that. Of course, there's Liverpool that have done it well, but to do it consistently, like them two, it's impossible. And they've been doing it from a young age. So when youngsters come up, the Mbappes, all of them, Mbappe's close to what Messi and Ronaldo are doing. He's consistent with it. But you got to understand, these wonder kids will have bad times. They will have bad games. They haven't reached their whole career, and they're going to get points when they're bad. So if he has a bad couple of games, it's going to happen. He's, 19?
Yeah.
So he's only 19, and people are expecting him to be consistent every game, and it's just not realistic. So I think from what you've seen over the past 2 seasons that he's been there, his consistency just in games and his assists, his goals, that's such a young age, and he's beating all these seasoned pros in Bundesliga. You've got to take him, no matter what. And hopefully he can develop. I don't know if he'll develop into the player I think he will at United with the current setup, but it's one of them. You've got to just take the whole.
Yeah, true, definitely. Joe, what's your opinion on that as well? Do you echo what he says, or do you disagree?
Yeah, I echo what Adrian says as well, but I just think Sancho, I think he's proven already that he is not fazed by anything. I don't think he'll be worried that everyone's looking at him like this weekend or like the next couple of weeks. I think he's his mentality is quite good in that sense. I don't think he's fazed. Like, he made his England debut against Croatia, and then he played in the Nations League.
I think he almost likes the spotlight. He seems like to me, he looks like one of them players that actually likes like everyone on him, watching him. Like against Barcelona, the way he took his goal was mad. Like for England, he's played quite well as well. He looks like one of them. Again, he scored against Bayern Munich as well. I feel like he's one of them players that actually likes the spotlight.
Plays better underneath pressure, I think.
Yeah.
He does, which is a very good trait to have, especially if you want to be a top player like Messi or Ronaldo. You have to have that elite mentality of knowing that you are the best. You are going to be becoming the best in the world, and you have to show it every game.